welcome back to Bruce Willis. Used to call himself Bruno and had an album called The Return of Bruno. I own it, bought it in a charity shop.
And he used to have a cartoon. He used to have a cartoon too, where he was Bruno the Kid. Real thing, look it up.
Bruno the Killer.
Yeah, and people still refuse to call him Bruno. It's just rude, isn't it? Without further delay, we're doing a creepypasta, hence the name of the show. You already know what it's called. It's written in the title of the video. The Inugami, I guess, is how you pronounce it.
Inugami!
I think that's closer, yeah. And it's written by Gemma. Do me like a drum roll sound with your face.
We Kit Kats.
Yeah, use a Kit Kat. There you go. Right.
Worst drummer ever.
JC the hyena. So, if everyone's just got like some liquor, they can. Okay, there are many legends and mysteries in the world, particularly in Japan. Just as more than everyone else.
Japan.
Tiny island,
Which
tons.
is well known for its unique ghost stories about demons and gods. They wouldn't be ghost stories then. The Oni and the Gami/Kami. What is considered a demon or even a god would be the Inugami. The name means dog god in Japanese. The Inugami is a being that resembles an anthropomorphic dog. Figured that out. And is
Well, it's Japan, of course. They put dog ears and everything.
And is a master of the black arts.
Right, okay.
What exactly is the black art?
Yeah,
without verging into some.
Are you sure you're not meaning the martial arts?
According to traditions, the Inugami can be conjured through a complex and very dark sacrificial ceremony. A common dog must be buried up to its neck and be deprived of any food or water. When the dog is about to perish while being tortured by hallucinations, the head must be severed, and then both the head and body must be placed in a well-prepared ritual. Only then will an Inugami be made.
Must be placed in a well-prepared ritual. What? What does that mean?
Like ritual site, ritual
Yeah,
bot,
it doesn't actually.
A well-prepared ritual.
So like, someone else is having a ritual nearby to like, I don't know, like something else, and they just chuck the body into it.
Literally just like ruin someone's funeral.
It's like, sorry, I got this severed head.
Yeah, so it's just like really like it's like, you know, a really mean sort of like you know, like people throw like toilet rolls or dog shit. This is when you throw an entire dog corpse that you've been torturing.
The problem is just because we've just been watching The Misadventures of Skooks, so I'm picturing Scooby-Doo as well.
Oh, one hell of a fucking pit you're gonna have to dig into the sand.
Families who keep an Inugami within their household are called Inugami Mochi, meaning those who keep a dog god as a pet.
You know, there's someone.
This is so fucking dull and redundant.
There's someone who's you know knows Japanese better. Is like, no, it's not.
Not all Inugami are loyal and benevolent to their masters. Well, presumably they're gods. They don't need masters, do they? Some can turn on their masters and even kill them. Not like a normal dog. If the master is not a well-trained conjurer.
He needs to fucking level up his conjuring.
One such Inugami is said to exist even to this day.
Oh.
This Inugami is infamous for the haunting of the Kyuki family mansion. According to legend...
So infamous, we've all heard of it.
Yeah, we've all heard of the Kyuki Incident Mansion lyrics, words. Go on.
Thanks for the memories.
Thanks for the memories. Homicidal Leo's theme
Even though
tune.
they weren't so great.
According to legend, the last member of the Kyuki family, Sako Kyuki, was a paranoid man and sought for a way... Okay, redundant use of the word for. It could be sought a way to protect himself and his mansion. Learn to write. His pet Akita Uni, Toby...
Are you serious? He had a fucking pet. Oh,
His pet Krimpa Kinte
was ravaged...
Wait, is that the black art? Slavery?
Right, boys, correct, where was I? Oh yes, Toby was ravaged by an unknown but fatal disease. And in order to gain...
disease!
Ninjas! It was on the tip of my fucking tongue.
In order to gain the protection he desired, Master Kyuki thought it necessary to put his dying dog out of its misery by sacrificing it. When the rituals...
As you do.
That's what I do.
You know, before those pets, you know, before you know, like, oh, he's getting a bit old, he's really not enjoying life in the world. Should we put him down, or should we sacrifice him?
So what do we do?
Well, the nearest vet...
Well, don't you remember the ending of Old Yeller? It's been a while since I saw it, but as best as I recall, the dog got rabies, so they take it out back, and then they like carve into its chest with like with a flint knife, and then hold the heart up to the gods.
Out of his misery, indeed.
The original ending to Lassie involved a Wicker Man.
It's like Cujo. That's what happened at the end of Cujo.
Dog movies.
Does my...
All dogs go to heaven? No. They all go to hell.
Dogs get...
All dogs go to heaven.
Fuck off.
Not if I sacrifice them to my heathen god, they don't.
Especially when they're
All
voiced by
dogs
Charlie
get raped from the
Sheen,
cycle
that's
of
bad
reincarnation. Wasn't as catchy.
When the ritual succeeded, somebody chucked a dog. When the ritual succeeded, a strange being was said to have risen from the dark ashes of Toby's corpse. The creature was obscured by
look forward
black...
to a commotion in several decades.
The creature was obscured by black smoke. It wore a dark kimono. Resembled a big orange obelisk with long bat wings. And had a devilish Akita Inu head. And you fucking weeaboo! And a piercing red gaze.
Oh dear.
Also, a lot different. This is the kind of shit I'm talking about with like Jason the Hyena. The kind of thing that makes it, you know it's him. It's like, red gaze. A lot, just as one word. Different in appearance than any regular Inugami. For a while, this Inugami... It's the repetition as well.
We get it, it's an Inugami.
Do we need an Inugami drinking game?
Yeah.
Master Kyoki and his mansion. But in reality...
Can we change it to Master Cookie?
Hang on, what? Oh, right, okay. There was the word protected. I couldn't see that.
Yeah, for a while, this Inugami protected Master Kyoki and his mansion, but in reality, it deceived Master Kyuki for its own malicious purposes. In secret, it killed off Kyuki's friends and servants.
Have a fucking word count for that word, Jesus!
And used Iti's magic to turn them into Iti's own demonic servants. It drove... Just proofread. It drove Kyuki mad, and the moment came. The Inugami killed Master Kyuki himself!
No, not Master Cookie. He was my favourite character.
Completing Iti's collection of ghosts. That's not how you spell it in that context. The fiend was after the ownership of the Kyuki household.
All it needed to do now was contact the Monopoly Man.
But you know what Fury Japan was very progressive, letting dogs be counted as people too.
Well, as long as he's a Japanese dog and not a foreign devil.
Filthy foreign devil. Filthy Western barbarians with their more advanced technology.
And their steel doesn't need to be folded.
No, I didn't weigh myself.
Quicker, like all those people who like katanas are great. No, they're not. They're made from dog shit pig iron.
Hoping to make it a home of nightmares and evil for all those who dare enter. Ever since then, no one has ever entered the old Kyuki mansion, and no one was ever heard from again when they did.
Ooh. Spoops.
Wait. No one has entered, no one was ever heard from when they did.
Okay.
I think there's...
So did they enter or not?
This is like a Zen riddle. Wait.
Yeah, essentially the reason they framed it like this is actually it's just like old Japanese philosophy. Like,
If no one has entered, then how come no one has returned?
I get it now. He's retarded. Right. Get it.
It's like the answer. What's the sound of one hand clapping? Does a tree make a noise? Is JC the Hyena retarded? You still need to meditate on it. But I mean, the answer is yes. But in so many different ways he's retarded.
Fucking dribbling imbecile. Is that the sound of one hand clapping, Toby?
It is.
No.
Does a tree make a sound if no one's around to hear it? Yes, because it's sound, and it doesn't need a person to exist. Also, when is a forest actually empty? Have you ever been to a forest that's actually empty? There's always a badger in there or something, some bees. They're people too.
Yeah, but
I've seen bee movies. They get it right.
I've seen bee movie.
We want to look like the forest of Japanese hornets. They're the scariest place on the fucking planet.
In 1978, authorities were investigating. Oh Christ!
Is it still going on?
No, just
Is it going to be
this is
Derek
gonna
Green?
fucking blow your mind, right? In 1978, the authorities were investigating the disappearance of 3 teenagers in Kyoto, and it wasn't until they searched the Kyoki mansion that they began to suspect the hauntings being responsible. The police would never suspect that. The police found a journal lying around on the second floor of this mansion. The journal belongs to Hiro Okamoto, of one of the 3 disappeared teenagers. Here's what the translation of the journal
said. I thought you were going to say the journal belonged to Hideo Kojima, and it's just Metal Gear Solid. It's the entirety plot.
It's Hiro Okamoto.
Hiro Okamoto.
It's the Japanese name for Derek Grief.
May 20. Why does JC the Hyena think everybody writes the time in their diary? Look, May 21st, 1978, 4:23 p.m.
4:20 p.m.
But also...
Sub diary!
Dude! Weed!
Blazing!
The Mao XD! But, like, nobody writes the fucking time in their diary. I don't.
Who has the time to look at the time?
It's just like, that moment where Toby just admits he keeps a diary on the fucking show.
I don't, actually.
His little girly diary with
little
hearts.
Shit.
He talks about all the cute boys he's seen.
You need to, so we can read your. I want to know what you would write in a diary, Toby. And we need to keep. You need to keep a diary, and then after a month of doing it, we need to read it on stream.
Got up today, went back to sleep. 10 out of 10.
Play.
We're back again.
This is like
played Silent Hill, got stuck on the first level again.
I always wanted to play Silent Hill, but I got stuck when.
I just sat there and played with a ladybird. It's like Gold Pilkington diary. It's like just that rescuing insects from the pool. That brilliant Kazuki has done it again.
That brilliant Kazooie has done it again.
The brilliant Kazoo.
He was able to prepare a trip for him, me, and Akiko this weekend. What luck. He said this time it's going to be the old Kyuki mansion a few miles out of town.
Do you think JC the Hyena just wants Japanese friends because he's just a fucking weeb?
Probably.
I think he probably just wants friends. Akiko says she's unsure about going because she's heard of the old ghost stories that go on at that mansion. How a crazy man that lived there killed his dog to create a guardian. But then the guardian betrayed and killed the madman and joined.
What's the thing you've just fucking told us?
And joined 6 other guardians.
Oh no! I'm so. Don't tell me there's actually. Is that gone anywhere yet? Thank fuck for that.
And killed the madman and now lives in the mansion.
Madman.
Both me and Kazuki assured Akiko that the rumours about the mansions are mere old wives' tales and that everything was going to be alright.
May 24th, 1978, 12:10 p.m. Well, here we are. We made it to Kyuki House. Jeez, talk about your fixer-upper. At least it's still livable in some standard. Kazuki is...
Oh, spooky old mansion. That one's been in for like 20 years.
Fixer-upper, you say?
It's a fucking upkeep, you cunt. Come on.
Needs Luigi to remove
the place. The place has been haunted for years. No one lives in it, but they still bring the people around every Friday. The cleaning lady comes out every Friday to fix.
But Jacob, if mosquito sucks on boob, does it get blood or milk?
Depends if the woman's pregnant or not.
Kazuki is practically enjoying himself with being here.
He's practically enjoying.
Oh my god, it's fucking Jason the Hyena again. Does he know what the word practically means?
What?
He did this in Sonic as well.
Yeah, I remember that. What the like, there's no...
I practically gave the chief a lot of evidence.
So I practically did. I didn't, but I practically did.
I stayed home and jerked off, but I...
Yeah.
I gave him the hanky instead and told him it was evidence.
While Akiko is still nervous about being here, me, I'm a little unsure myself, but I cannot shake that feeling that someone is watching us as we enter the mansion. Maybe it's just me, what you're watching yourself.
Somebody's watching me.
2:44
That's how the
p.m.
goes.
Yeah. We had a nice lunch at the dining table. Why would you? It's covered in dust and it's not been inhabited for like 20 years. You just where are you going to find the plates?
But,
What are you? How? You had lunch at the dining table in an abandoned building. Fuck off.
Like, so is this what people
the fridge
did?
wouldn't be on, and
Is this
like
what-
the water wouldn't be running.
So yeah, is this what people did? You know, back because it said it's the 80s, right? So before, like the internet, they started exploring abandoned houses and having lunch in there.
Well, thank God that Sonic came out a few years later to basically revolutionise how everyone in the world behaves.
Yeah.
Listen to this. Akiko's feeling more confident about being in this mansion now. I'm glad. Maybe it's because we had lunch.
Oh, you know that Akiko? She's always nervous before she has her midday sandwich.
Toby, if you do start keeping a diary, I assure you it won't be any worse than this. I can't even imagine you writing that. Just like my kid's mum was feeling better today. I think it's because we had lunch.
No, but the thing is, like, also, like, once again, another point you made about like someone just like stopping and goes like, you know what? I'm gonna wait till the end of the day to write in my diary. I'm gonna do it like, as we go along at the fucking checkpoints.
So this is the thing, like, if it's going to get later on where it's like, oh, someone's chasing him, how fucking fast are you writing, boy? You're like,
Wait.
hang on a second.
Time out. I'm being chased by a ghost monster. It's super spooky. Okay, time in, right? Ah!
As for Kazuki, he's going on about some of the rooms in this house.
I'm just seeing Kazooie now because
I know.
I'm seeing Suzuki and just like a car.
Suzuki!
Suzuki, Honda, and Mazda.
Cruising around some of the rooms.
that really takes the fucking... How much does that take? You know, if say if this was right, how much would it take the wind out of the sails of a horror movie if it's 3 sentient cars?
My friend's
like the ring, but all the victims are all cars. Calls out to you and just runs her over.
There was
my
this
friend Yamaha found a piano.
there was this bootleg Transformers costume we saw that was just labelled deformed car.
Yes!
Can we get that up on the screen?
How particularly interesting and decorative they are. Clearly whoever owned this place has ... exotic tastes.
I'm going to tell like fuck kids or something.
Yeah, like some sort of like
it can mean from anything from it's like
porn collection.
it could, literally someone having exotic tastes can mean anything from it's a child sex dungeon to it's a fucking saloon.
Yeah, it's like they have
They got a fucking bucking bronco and like saloon doors in the bathroom.
They have exotic taste. Like, do you mean like spicy foods, or do you mean it's the Marquis de Sade? Like, what are you actually implying with that?
May 25th, 1978, 8:30 AM. Something weird happened last night. I stayed in an abandoned building on the fucking floor because I'm a weirdo. Fucking idiot. I was awoken up suddenly by the sound of something like a knife swiftly slicing through flesh.
Seriously, did he say I've woken up?
And then
I woken up.
And then there's no
terrible.
And this is all in bold. And then the mad whining of a dog in pain. At least that's what I thought it was. I shrugged it off and went back to sleep. Because why not?
So how do you recognise the sound of a knife swiftly passing through someone's skin? Yeah, other than like an anime sound effect. Like, what the fuck's it?
Oh, fucking no.
Shing!
Akiko's back to her unsure self again. Perhaps she needs a bit more lunch.
Oh my god, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, thank I really thought it might.
I genuinely did. Maybe she was hungry.
She looks as if she's had a hard time sleeping last night.
You're so hungry for sandwiches.
Saying a pair of red eyes kept staring at her. Kazuki clearly saw something too, but he doesn't seem to want to talk about it because he's edgy.
If only they could
Maybe
leave the building.
Because maybe he's hungry and just needs some lunch.
Yeah, so basically this Kazuki, or Kazooie, what the fuck, is basically the Sasuke of the group, because, you know, Naruto.
Weeb!
I'm on about Edge. Because that's, look, what are the 3 characters anyone knows from Naruto? Naruto, and the 2 people begin with S. One of them's got pink hair.
I don't know the names of any of the characters in Naruto.
I just know the
Well, aren't you special? 99% of the people do. Pretty sure do.
No, yeah,
99% of weebs.
Yeah, that's true. I ain't a fucking weeb.
Yeah.
I'm not. My mum is a weeb.
And it's passed down to you. Great family tradition. Must hold up the honour.
Yeah, Toby, if you don't watch Attack on Titan, you'll bring great dishonour.
Just run up.
To be fair, your old man's brought plenty of dishonor.
You still
Sorry,
have my copy of
puking out
Cowboy
cum
Bebop.
yesterday.
I do. You can have it back. It's on Netflix now.
I know.
Yeah. Akiko requested that we leave once more, and I almost thought about considering it too, if it weren't for Kazuki. He told us that there was no ghost in this house. That's it, fucking done.
Apart from the red eyes that he saw, and the uneasing feeling, and the fact that you just spent the night in a fucking abandoned house.
And said nothing bad was going to happen. Maybe he's right. Maybe we were just having
Then something bad happened.
Maybe we were just having first night hallucinations.
What? And that was
Thumbs
just
up.
and it was just the late 70s, and like they're probably like it's like late 70s, early 80s, probably like strung out on cocaine. Like, what do you mean early fucking first night hallucinations?
Full of acid dropping.
12:30 a.m. Okay, something's up. I was just woken up by the sound of something laughing. And then
why do they think it's like something supernatural? It could just be a crazy homeless person.
I know.
You can get shanked by a beer bottle.
And then I thought I saw a tall, dark figure standing at the foot of my bed, looking at me.
Lace Lenderman.
Yeah, until it vanished like smoke, before I could have any chance to get a better look at it. And then I noticed that my room was covered by small inscription papers.
What?
All of them having one word:
Post-it notes.
death. What the hell is going on? Question mark.
So someone broke into the room and put a bunch of stickums around the word death.
Yeah. May 26th, 6 a.m. Oh my god.
What, did it actually say post-it notes?
No, it says inscription notes.
papers.
I was going to take so
I thought he was going to say prescription papers.
I was about
you prescribed a bit of death today, mate.
I was about to like Google when post-its came out.
It's more cake or death.
Oh my god! Akiko's gone missing. We didn't find her in her room, and we've looked all over the house. As we were looking, we kept seeing bizarre hallucinations that looked like previous owners of the house.
How would
Wait,
you
is this
know?
like Bioshock or something?
Yeah!
Like, you're like seeing
Fucking
those
visions,
hallucinations. At least
Or
he had
those
a
plasmids.
reason for that.
Not only that, whenever we tried to get in out of the house, we end up back in the same foyer we came out of. Oh god, it's Grave Encounters. He probably literally watched that and went, oh, that was a great fucking movie.
Grave Encounters.
Shit. Kazuki's acting very strange. He just told me that this is my fault and this is happening. What the hell? He was the one who told us to come out here in the first place. Why is he placing the blame on me? He almost attacked me, saying many odd things, like Akiko, and I were out to get him. Or I was nothing but trouble. My god. The look on his face. It was maddening. I don't know where he stormed off to now. But now I'm scared. Akiko's missing, and Kazuki's probably losing his mind. I just want to go home.
That's Toby's fact.
And then 2 hours and a half later at 8:30 a.m. Okay, Kazuki seems to have calmed down, saying he's sorry for being the real cause of all this and just blaming me. I don't know if I can trust him anymore. Though, now's not the time for that. We need to look for Akiko. 5:30 p.m. ...
Quitting time. ...
We just got attacked by a ghost.
I better write this down.
This has been Bad Creepypasta, and
Yeah, I better jot this down in case I forget.
fuck's sake.
We
Yeah.
just got attacked by a ghost.
Yeah, we did.
Literally.
Join us next time on Bad Creepypasta when we'll play Chef's Love Shack with 4x-Dacious swimsuit models.
I'll fucking watch that. It looked like a woman that had her neck snapped. Kazuki practically beside himself.
He's practically beside himself.
He ran off screaming, saying he can't take any more. I can't explain more right now.
Sounds pretty fucking beside himself. Again, redundant use of the word practically.
I need to go after him.
Can we get that clip from Princess
12
Bride where it's like, I don't think you know what that word means.
Yeah.
12 minutes later, I
12
managed to
minutes
calm.
later.
Kazuki down. My goodness, I've never seen him so broken up. Yeah, he's only literally just happened 12 minutes later. It's fine. It looks like he's almost ready to kill himself. Not now. We need to find Akiko.
Then he can kill himself. Once we find a kicker, then he can kill himself.
Look, I need you alive, alright? You can cover more ground that way.
I'm surprised he wasn't practically ready to kill himself.
8:21 p.m.
He practically killed
More
himself.
ghosts. These ones. My god.
Hanged himself. He was practically swinging from side to side.
He got shot. Oh my god, I can't believe you killed yourself. Why would you do it? You
Oh, you're
Why
gonna
would you kill
you're gonna love this,
yourself?
mate. You're gonna love this. These ghosts, these ones look like if they were killed in the most cruelest ways.
With lasers.
Yeah, I can't even describe it.
Lazy.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba, lazy writing of the week.
To be fair, I see what he's trying to do in that, like, I wouldn't necessarily blame laziness, more a lack of talent. It's like, oh, I'll leave it to the audience's imagination because I've learned from my other god awful stories where constantly describing all the blood and everything.
So, like, shall we do it for, like, one guy was dropped in the pit of a Kandiru. I think that's how you say its name. Can do.
Basically, everybody got made into sushi, watashi wa weeaboo,
Fairy tale,
fucking raw XD.
Beat Takeshi.
Just finish that fucking story, man.
They're all four sorts of fairy tales.
Not only that, we keep seeing the same dog-like creature in some rooms. Yeah, this one was definitely the same one I saw the other night. Is that thing the one that's causing this? Are the rumours true? 9 PM.
No, they're not.
No. ... No, please. Don't let it be true. Kazuki, he's gone. He tried to kill himself. I tried to tell him not to.
You tried.
But that thing.
I practically told him not to.
Yeah, it finished the job. It killed Kazuki and ran off with his body. Well, that's not suicide though. I gotta get out of here. I don't even know if Akiko's alive either. That monster you probably got her too. But it won't get me. I'm gonna get out of it whether it wants me to or not. 2:40. No PM, just 2:40. It's after me. It knows I'm trying to get out. What is this thing? What does it want? What do you want? And May 27th. I can't take this anymore. I'm hiding in this closet hoping it doesn't find me. As I'm writing this,
really loudly.
As I'm writing this, I can hear the dog spirit coming closer. Oh God, help me. Please don't let it find me. Whoever finds this journal, whoever's reading this, do not enter the Kyuki mansion. If what's good for you, do not enter. But hang on a second.
How would you find it if you weren't in? That way you flipping out a window.
And you couldn't be bothered finishing the work.
Well, remember, Matt. Like if
Yeah.
no one's ever got in the mansion, but if they did, they were never seen again.
The journal of Hiro Okamio stops there, along with a few bloodstains. On the last couple of pages of the journal, there is nothing but the Japanese symbol for Yami Inugami. When translated,
Yami Yugi.
Yeah. When translated, these words are Dark Dog God. That's the end of the story.
Horrendous.
I want to kill myself.
It was mercifully short for a JC the Hyena story, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could still make a drinking game out of it.
Yeah, because it's repetitive and awful. No comments on it, amazingly enough.
This laptop's burning me.
So we'll give our thoughts on it. I thought it was boring, tedious, and it was only funny because of the legacy of the fact it's JC the Hyena. So it was fun picking out weird little idiosyncrasies that JC the Hyena writes.
I practically enjoyed this story, and when I mean that, I mean I didn't.
I'm sorry, but
it's standard. Not the worst thing ever. Not the best thing ever. Never will be.
It's not dog shit because it's dog god shit.
Slightly better.
It's God shit.
Alright, fuck it. Thanks.
Also, did you know that God spelled backwards is dog?